We're hitting 10,000 miles today. Should be rolling over soon. So that's exciting. But I wanted to go over exactly what issues I've had in the first 10,000 miles of this car. There's only one issue, and that's actually that seat right there. So that middle seat, actually the headrest, the stitching, I guess, came undone or something. I'm not entirely sure what happened. So I was cleaning it, found that stitching was just missing. I knew Tesla would cover it, so the next time I had a chance, I stopped in and they said they'd go ahead and order me a new seat, and it hasn't come in yet, but I'm still in the queue to get it. So I mean, it's really not that big of an issue. But I've been reading a lot of stories lately of people having a lot of issues with their cars, and I kind of wanted to say that's not true for every single car. I've had 10,000 miles on this one. I had 12,000 miles on my previous one, and David is just at about 10,000 miles also. So since the history on this car is pretty anticlimactic, as you can probably tell, I want to go over exactly how my first car was and how David's was. So my first car, when I picked it up, I had 0 issues. I know a lot of cars tend to have like the door trim right here a little bit out of alignment, but that's actually a super easy fix you can do yourself. You can just lower the window and just kind of push on it a little or lift it a little. But shortly after I did get my first car, I did have to have one of my front headlights replaced because it started humming. So I went out to the garage one day and noticed it was humming when the key wasn't around, nothing was around. It wasn't a super loud hum, but it was a hum enough that it probably shouldn't have been there. So when I talked to Tesla about it, they replaced that headlight for free. Let me know if there's any issue with the other one, just bring it right back. Well, as soon as I got home, the other one started humming. Turns out the first batch of refreshed Model S's, the headlights were redesigned a little bit and they had some issues with the first batch. Haven't heard of any issues moving forward with the headlights, so that is definitely a solved issue. And then David's issues have actually been pretty minor also. When he first picked up his car, he tended to get a lot of flat tires. Turns out he had to go through like 2 or 3 tires in one of his rear wheels because of screws getting in them. So we're not sure exactly how that happened. Again, not Tesla's fault at all. But we were able to get, I think, one of them or 2 of them repaired, and one of them had to get like a whole new tire because it was like on the inside. Somehow he was getting like a bunch of screws in his tire. I think it was just somebody that was upset, maybe jealous that he got a Tesla. I don't really know why else anybody or how you could get that many screws in your tire when I wasn't getting any. He had a door gasket kind of running like this in the back that had a slight crease in it, and they were able just to heat that back up and it went back into place. And like I said, a couple of the chrome pieces weren't exactly lined up, but again, that's an easy fix. Most of it you can do yourself. Well, if you don't feel comfortable, definitely bring it into a service center, and it's a super quick and easy fix 99.9% of the time. And also, when David's car actually came in for delivery, he received a call. I remember it very well because we were actually eating at Cafe Rio at the time, and he just looked at me and his face was just not that happy. But on his rear hatch, there was a minor paint issue, which was just with the clear coat. The paint was fine, but the clear coat was a little ripply. So Tesla said he can either delay delivery until they're able to get a new hatch in, or he could bring it back. They'll give him a loaner and replace the full hatch and everything. So he decided to go ahead and take delivery, and they shipped out another hatch from Tesla's factory in Fremont. So it was factory painted and everything. They shipped it out, had it installed, and it looks great now. Now, I haven't had any issue with door handles. I haven't had any issue with the car, the battery, and neither has David. And on my first car, I had 12,000 miles when I sold it. This one, I'm up to 10,000. So really like 22,000 miles combined between the two. And then David's almost 10,000. So that's like 32,000 between all 3 cars. So, I mean, it's some slight issues, but I think the biggest takeaway from all this is as we've gotten more and more cars, the issues tend to get smaller and smaller, which is obviously a good thing. But also, Tesla has taken care of all of those issues 100% free, no payment required by us. And it is not because I'm a vlogger or anything, because some of those issues arose before I really even started doing this. So it really has nothing to do with vlogging about it. They never had me sign anything saying I couldn't talk about it. It's all just kind of minor issues. And I've had issues with every other car I have owned. I mean, 1 week after I picked up my brand new 2014 Ford Fusion that I custom ordered, the center screen, everything just died. I had to have a whole new console. They said it was like $3,000 or $4,000 part. Yes, they fixed it for free because it was literally a week old. But it goes to show you that everyone has issues. All cars have their little quirks. And I don't really think the quirks that I've had with my Teslas have been that bad. To be honest, I've actually been very happy. My battery's been solid. My center screen's solid. I haven't had any issues where I couldn't drive it. So all in all, I'm actually really happy with what issues I have had between the cars. But hopefully that clears it up for you guys a little bit on exactly what issues I've had. Again, really none of them have affected how I drive the car or anything. It's all been very minor things, and Tesla's been more than willing to fix it. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below how your car has been. Have you had any issues? What's been the outcome? And I'm starting to see more and more cars kind of come off their main warranty, so I guess we'll kind of see how those cars start doing. Feel free to check out our website, teslainventory.com. We have inventory and CPO, and if you do decide to buy a new or inventory car, feel free to use our referral code. It's located down in the description below and also on the top of our website. Doing so will get you free supercharging for the life of your car, which is an awesome perk, especially if you start doing any road trips or anything in your Tesla. And in doing so will help us get qualified for certain reward prizes, which any help is certainly appreciated. That way I can be sure to bring you guys along on all these cool events. Definitely a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and click here to subscribe, here for some more videos, and I'll see you all later. Bye.